hello. How we doing? How you doing today? Happy, what day is it today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. How you doing this fine Wednesday? Um, First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, my hair is considerably shorter than it was last week. I got it cut today because I basically only get like 2 haircuts a year. And so this is the biannual reset of my hair. It was getting way too long. We're in the middle of a heat wave at the moment as well. Yes, I have had a haircut, Rachel. It has gone considerably shorter. Yes, it is. I mean, I think I've got a bigger. There. I just realised you couldn't hear me there. I was saying it's still got some curl to it. I got the top a bit longer than I normally get when I get it cut, just so I could still have some curl. But yeah, it is a lot shorter now. Mostly because of the heat wave, and also because it was getting long, like very long. Yesterday I could feel it starting to move as I was moving, so I was like, oh yeah, I should probably get it done, you know. Ian, hello, how you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day today. Now, if you can hear a fan in the background, first of all, leave me alone. We're in the middle of a heatwave. And it's not fun. I have learnt in this heatwave that I cannot sleep with a fan on. I can't. I thought that I was a very heavy sleeper, and that once I was down, nothing could get me up, and except my alarm, because I'd kind of conditioned myself. My alarms go off, like I've got like one set every 5 minutes on my phone, and then I have one on my watch as well, set for a minute before my first phone one. And then all my alarms on my phone go off on my watch as well, because I wear my watch to bed to track my sleep, and I have learned that my sleep is awful. So I've been working on that. And so it's a battery powered fan, right? It's USB-C. So when I'm at my desk, I have it plugged in the whole time. At night, I take it off. It's only a small thing. It's probably about the height of my legs, and I'm 6 on the dot, 6 foot on the dot. So it's not a very big fan. So at night I unplug it, I move it to about here. You can't really see, but I move it to about here next to my bed, so it's on me. It's been on me because this room has been getting to about 29 degrees when the heat was at its absolute worst this weekend. So the fan's been on, the windows have been open, and I've been waking up and the room is around 25. It's about 25 now, so it's not too hot, but it's somewhat comfortable. Which is good, because I have closed the windows, because I don't really fancy having to explain to my neighbours with very young kids the kind of things I say on here. But so I take the fan and I bring it to the side of my bed, and every night at around, so I usually go to bed around 10, half 10, right, if I'm not up late for whatever reason, especially if I'm in the office the next day, because I'm getting up at 6. And so the battery can last about 5 hours, so around 3 o'clock, all of a sudden the lights on it start flashing, and that wakes me up. I have been waking up at 3 a.m. every day since Friday because of it. And most of the time, I can't get back to sleep. I have not been sleeping well because of this fucking fan. It's awful. It's awful. I got the battery powered one because I thought, okay, it will fit nicely where I can fit it, because there's not really much space where it could go, which is why I've never had a tower fan before, because there's literally nowhere for it to go. So I got this one because it's sleek, it's compact, it fits in, and I can move it around and not have to worry about wires or anything. And it will switch itself off as well, and because I'm not running it on power overnight, I'm running it on battery overnight, I don't have to worry about the energy consumption either. And yeah, it turns out I've been making big old mistakes with that. I've been making big old mistakes with that, and yeah, I've been waking up at 3, so I'm going to try not having it on tonight and see if I can actually get a proper night's sleep, and go from there. But yeah, it just kind of goes into the whole Great British humbling, doesn't it? Thing, except I'm the Brit, yet I have been humbled. If you don't know what the Great British humbling is, a lot of people from primarily the US, but also Latin America and other hot countries, Africa especially, African countries have started coming into the Great British humbling recently. They get temperatures of around 40 degrees in the summer, right? But they have the infrastructure for it. They have AC, or their houses are designed to withstand the heat and let the heat out and stuff. Primarily, we're a cold country. 90% of the year, the weather is shit. It is awful. Except when we get heat, we get it bad. We get it very bad. I mean, case in point, my room was hitting 29 degrees with windows and fans. So, you know, our houses are designed to keep in heat, and we don't massively have AC in homes. We have them in businesses, we have them in offices, we have them in the places you would expect, except for houses most of the time. People are starting to get them installed, but it's not cheap to run. And especially as well because a lot of houses, well, a lot of people in the UK, especially if you go into London, Manchester, lots of the big cities, Birmingham, you know, people will either live in a house or they'll live in a flat. And if you live in a flat, you nowhere. And if you live in a house, if you're terraced, nowhere. If you're semi-detached, you might have somewhere. If you're fully detached, then yeah, absolutely, you've probably got the space. We could maybe put where I live now, we could probably put one in the driveway, but we're not going to, because it's also expensive to run. Energy in the UK is not cheap, so running them for a couple of weeks out of the year where it gets really, really bad is not worth it, you know. So British summers are rough. They are rough, and when we get the sun, we get it bad. I mean, the weather this week has been breaking records for this time of year. I was watching the news this morning, and yeah, it's been absolutely record breaking. It's like it hit 34 degrees in London yesterday, which I was in. I was in London yesterday because that's where I work, and it was rough. It was not fun being in that sun. And the average for this time of year is around 19 in London. So yeah, it's been rough. It's been absolutely rough these last few days. But it's cooling down now. So this weekend's going to be about 23, so it should be fine. Mr. Cowell, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for the follow earlier as well. Sorry I was offline when you followed. But thank you. Saw your recent TikTok, thought I'd tune in. Hope your day's going well. It is. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming through from TikTok. Really, really appreciate that. It is going very well. I've had a busy day. But luckily I've been working from home, so it's not been too bad, but I'm in the office for the next 2 days now because I kind of have to be. I don't necessarily have to be tomorrow, but I definitely have to be Friday because we have a shoot on Monday, so I have to get everything ready for that, and my runner starts again on Friday, so make sure she's got something to do and all of that. Warmest May on record apparently, which sadly means this will likely be the coldest May of the rest of our lives. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have anything like the 34, 35 we were getting in London yesterday ever again, unless Well, unless the global roasting continues, but yeah, it is. Oh, it's. Oh no, I just realised what you meant. I just realized you were talking about the global roasting, weren't you? Yeah, make the most of this, guys. It's never going to be this cold again. Oh god. Right. Plan for today. Right. It's reset. And unfortunately, I did not get a chance to stream at all for the rest of last week. It was just too hot. Especially as I was saying earlier, windows are closed when I'm streaming because I do not want my neighbours with a 3-year-old to hear the things I say and the reactions I give to things. They're not necessarily bad, but, you know, I do drop a few fucks and shits every now and then. And I don't really want to have to explain that to them. But also as well, fans on, so that's kind of keeping me going, and so the thermometer over there is kind of indicating that the temperature is stable at the moment, but also my PC hasn't really been on that long, so as that gets hotter, it'll be interesting. But plan today, it's reset, so I want to get all the raids done. Of course, we're not doing Nyalotha yet because we haven't started any of that yet. Although I do think I could maybe go there. Maybe. Let's see if we can get into the raid. I think if I can start Nyalotha today, I think we should. But we're going to do Uldir, Crucible of Storms, Battle for Dazar'alor, and Eternal Palace. And last Wednesday as well, we finally completed one boss in Crucible of Storms. We've done the last boss, so we only need to go in and hit the first one, and we potentially might finish that today on Mythic. So then we just have to go in on Heroic, Normal, and LFR at some point. Once we've done the raids, I'm going to plan to go for about another 3.5 hours. We need to crack back on with Nazjatar, and because we have just been ignoring this, so we need to get that done and make a start on this. I am going to see tomorrow if this is something I can do. No, I'm not. I'm raiding tomorrow. I'm going to see on Friday if this is a weekly or a daily thing that I can do, and if I can get this done in a few days, I might have to do some of this offline. Just a disclaimer, because I do put this on YouTube, anything I do when I'm not streaming is recorded. So there is a record of everything I do on Wartorn. So yes. I think, though, I'm going to do this a little bit out of order today, because Crucible of Storms is potentially going to be finished today on Mythic. I'm going to go do that first and see if we get the item. We will need to go back at some point and do the achievement, but I think that can be done on any difficulty except for LFR, because I think I remember seeing that in the normal plus section, so we'll have a look at that when we get there. Yeah, I followed after seeing the TikTok, so I can keep an eye out for you going live. Normally I'd follow when someone is live, but sometimes you need to do it when it's actually in your head. Oh no, thank you, I appreciate it, thank you, and thank you for coming along. Just goes to show, folks, TikTok works.
The scent of mortal filth defiles this chamber.
So yeah, we've still got a long way to go for Crucible Storms, but normal plus, yeah, the 2 achievements are there. But we just need one thing from this boss, the Abyssal Speaker's Gauntlets. That is the only thing we are missing from this raid. From these 2 on Mythic, and then we can go in and just do the other difficulties another time. Diana, hello, welcome in. Try and keep them out a little bit. I don't actually know if these 2 need to be killed at the same time, but my raider brain is telling me I think probably. I never actually did this raid when it was current. So I don't actually know if this is something I should be worrying about. Oh, where did... Okay, there. Hope you're having a good day. I am. I've been working from home. My hair's gone. It's not been too hot, so everything is a groovy. Finished reading the third Hunger Games book today. Nice. Well done. Oh, we're going down. Okay. Where is me loot? Okay, there it is. Right. Abyssal Speaker's Gauntlets. If this is done, we never have to go into Mythic Crucible of Storms again. Yes! And we got 2 of them! Come on! Oh my god, that's our first raid done. That's our first one done. That is our first mythic raid done. This makes me so happy. Oh. Okay. We are starting off on a high today. Mythic Crucible of Storms. Done. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, folks. Oh, that's made me so happy. That has made me so freaking happy. Ooh. May I ask what inspired you to pick BFA for an expansion lock? It was a random pick. I span a wheel and I did it via process of elimination. And the final 2 expansions I was left with was BFA and Cataclysm. And I span the wheel one more time. So I basically had a wheel where every expansion that has legacy, so every expansion up to Dragonflight was on the wheel. Every time it landed on it, we took it off the wheel until we only had 2 left, and then whichever one it landed on after we had our last 2 was the expansion we went with. It was between Cataclysm and BFA. And BFA is what it ultimately landed on. Which I'm kind of glad, because Cataclysm would have meant not only doing all the Cataclysm zones, but all of Kalimdor and all of Eastern Kingdom's revamp as well, because that all fell under Cataclysm. And it would have been Cataclysm and vanilla content as well. Vanilla that was left over following the revamp. So yeah, that would have been awful to do. So I'm kind of glad we got BFA.
Our forces are threatened.
It's also I'm also kind of glad we got BFA because it is an expansion that's actually quite close to my heart as well. Like I've been playing since late Cataclysm, early Mists. I was about 13 when I started playing the game. Ages me. So I was at school when I started playing the game. I was at college when I started taking it a bit more seriously. But when BFA came out, I was at uni and I had time. So BFA I sunk a lot of time into, and it was the expansion where I started actually paying attention to the lore and what was going on. I started doing mythics, I started doing raiding. COVID happened, so I was able to put more time into it because I was finishing my degree at home. I had 2 months left of my degree when COVID hit, and that could not have come at a better time because I was behind. So being able to just sit at home and just literally just do this for do my dissertation for hours on end was fantastic, and not have to worry about commuting and all the other social crap that comes with being at uni. But yeah, BFA, I spent a lot of time in this expansion and I loved it. It also was the expansion that made me fall in love with Sylvanas as a character, Jaina as a character, as whiny as she can be, and it introduced me more to the Four Dragons with Talia and stuff. It made me become properly aware of Vol'jin, and the Zandalari stories as well. I mean, the lore of BFA was my lore. That's what really got me into the game properly. Like I was already in too deep by the time BFA came out, but by that point there was but by the time BFA finished, I was very much at the point of no return. I knew this game was going to be a very big part of my life for a very, very long time. And 6 years after the expansion ended, here we are. Here we are, trying to get them all. We did not. Oh, Talok's done. I should probably pop out. Mythic. Pop it out, so we can actually see what we need. Talok is done. We know that. Mother has only got one thing. I was going to say BFA is quite an interesting one to do. It's not my favourite, but it's also the one that I've played a ton. So I'm actually feeling a bit more nostalgic now. Yeah, I would say out of all the expansions, BFA is probably one that I am the most nostalgic for. Alongside Mists, but that's where I really started coming into the game. So there's that. Mists is my classic. Not that I would play Mist Classic, because this takes up too much of my time. And actually keeping up with Midnight as well takes up a lot of my time. So yeah, as much as I would love to go in and play Mist Classic, I just do not have the time, even though that was my expansion. But it's also as well, like, I feel like Mists, because of Remix a couple of years ago, Mist Remix, I feel like Mists is still very fresh in my head. But now I've experienced Mists with modern systems and the way the game is, well, the way the game was pre-War Within, I actually don't feel like I could play Mist Classic. I feel like I've been missing too much. If we didn't have Mist Remix, I probably would have put a bit more time into I would have put a bit more effort into finding the time to do Mist Classic, but yeah, Mist Mix kind of ruined it for me. It sounds horrible to say because Mist Mix was, oh my god, it was brilliant, and I was able to get my my Garrosh shoulders from that because you were able to buy them, and just going in and soloing dungeons was just so much fun. But yeah, it was a weird time because I feel like it kind of ruined Mist Classic for me in a way. It's like if Classic ever goes on for long enough that this comes into it, because it's getting close, because they found WOD stuff on the Classic PTR recently, which makes me think they're gonna do WOD Classic, which will probably send everyone back to Burning Crusade Anniversary. But if BFA Classic ever becomes a thing, I feel like I won't do it because this will, like, War-Torn Task will still be very much in my head. But also by that point I should have hopefully, you know, completed BFA in general. Never have to experience it again because I've done absolutely everything, got absolutely everything, and have no need. You know, that's the optimist in me, thinking I'm going to do this in fucking 6 years.
Technology isn't all that confusing if you have a knack for it. Facility systems compromised. Proceed
Right,
with
Mother,
caution.
you just need to give me Mother's twin gaze. Mother's twin gaze.
Designation Uldir.
She
This
didn't.
research facility
Okay,
was designed
but
to
she did give me a
contain
BOE
and study the entity as
that I don't
a-
have.
Well,
So there is
that
that.
explains why the blood trolls are running.
There is that. She gave me a BOE
Why
at
would
least.
the Titans keep an old god alive?
Collection of data is imperative to combating the old gods. Gahun's unique
Yeah, she gave me a
biology
BOE at
potentially
least,
holds
so
the answer to eliminating their threat.
There's that.
Did you find the answer?
Data inconclusive.
It was like the idea of classic WoW, but someone who likes collecting it feels like restarting my account from scratch. Stuff like remix is nice, though, so you've rooted the old stuff in a slightly new way. Yeah, and it adds to the collection as well. Most of the Legion raids for me are done. So if we were to if we were to do Legion as an expansion challenge, I wouldn't need to do much in the raids because of remix. That's why I'm kind of glad we didn't end up getting Legion on the wheel, because that would have been over fairly quickly. At least with BFA, I played it a lot, but I don't have everything because at that point you could only get stuff for your class, and I pretty much only played my priest name, who is still my main to this day. But yeah, so yeah, remix is nice. Screws people over like me though that do this kind of thing. Even though I went out of my way to 100% complete remix. Like all the vendors and stuff, and all the achievements, and all the remix exclusive stuff. I did them all. I should have known that that was like a precursor to this or something, maybe. Maybe that would have, that should have been my sign. That I was never going to play the game again. Like a normal person that just enjoys this game and not wants to make number go up. Oh no, I just wasted all my own shits. And I've got to wait for this. Oh dear. Oh dear, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine, it just means this one's going to go down a bit slower. Come on. But yeah, classic for me, just I do want to try it, and I will admit I did dip my toes into Classic Anniversary the other day. You know, when I got woken up at 3 AM by this fan, I did dip my toes into Classic Anniversary, and I got a little bit into it. It just feels weird. You know, I'm so used to how retail looks for me and all the stuff you can do in retail that having like 90% of that stripped away just felt weird. And I probably will still give it a go. Oh, we got something. The Void Binder. It's a weapon and it's polearm. Okay, that's one thing. We got one thing from him. Where is it? There it is. Void Binder. Oh, it's quite a nice looking polearm, actually. I like that one, I do. I do. Let's add that to the collection. We're going to have so many of these in my decor catalogue by the time we're done with this expansion. The amount of times I'll be running that fucking raid on the different difficulties. But it's fine. We'll live. We'll find somewhere in my house to put them. They'll go in my house somewhere. It'll just be a case of finding them. Finding them a home. It's fine. I actually really haven't got like anything recently. I've got a few... Oh, anything. I got a few items from the raid I need to hero. Oh my god, another thing. Wait, is this one of the things that are on my list up here? Yes, they are. One of my raid buoys. Nice. Yeah, sorry. I haven't really put anything in my house recently. I have my heroic Illyria trophy to put in. I put the... No, not heroic Illyria. Maybe? No, it was... The one I have put in is the heroic Chimeras one from Dreamland. I need to put my heroic Illyria in. And with any luck, very soon. A heroic Lura one to put in, because we are getting close. Oh my god, another thing. The drops are in my favour today. I like this. Picasso. Feta Devourer we've done. I think this is Vectus anyway. Of which we just need one thing. Yeah, we got to, well, I say we, I died when they got here. I died in the intermission between P1 and P2, but the rest of the group got to P3 on Monday, which is really, really good. So we saw, I'd say we saw about like 10 seconds of P3. So yeah, we're close. We are close. Yeah. And that P3 was final pull of the night. Lock in. Let's see how far we can go. I was, as much as I hate to admit it, I unfortunately was a little bit locked out because I was sitting in a room that was 30 degrees. So my brain was basically just minestrone at that point. So it wasn't doing too well. And it was late. We'd been raiding for, nearly 3 hours. So my head was fucked. But they got close. Bless them. They got really, really close. It was really, really good. We got to CP3. Yeah, it's just doing it now. And the practice from it. Lovely. Honestly, P1 was the hardest fight for my guild. Once we start getting through that consistently, we learn the following phases pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, for us, P1 was fine. We have a few slip-ups on the memory game. And there's a few instances where occasionally a DPS crystal will go off, which happens. We're human. We can't be perfect. A lot of the issue, I feel, for us, and I have a feeling our raid leader's watching, so feel free to correct me. The issues for us before Monday was the intermission. We were soaks everywhere. We were getting absolutely hammered by all the shit on the floor and the spikes and everything. But our raid leader, Rentsoff, came up with this really, really, well, he told us about this really, really good strategy of the ones carrying the crystals go on one side, the ones that are not carrying a crystal go on the other side. Those that are carrying the crystals are aware of it. They are responsible for putting down their crystal and picking their crystal back up. The issue before that strat on Monday was everyone was scrambling to pick up the crystals as quickly as possible, so we were then inadvertently standing in shit that was blending into the floor. We were getting hit by spikes because people were moving to make sure they weren't hitting anyone, and because everyone was moving, it was chaos. And yeah, then we did this. Then we did this, and it ended up being a lot better for us. Mahalo, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day today. yeah, so that was, I think that was the issue for us on the intermission. But once we started doing that, we had a couple of intermissions that were a bit meh, and then we got through to P2, immediately died after the first soaks. But then once we got there, the second attempt at P2, we got through, and then that's when we saw P3 for 10 seconds. So it was our second ever attempt at P2. We did it, and we got through to P3, and then it was just a bit of unfortunate positioning. Where people got kicked out of P2, there was just a bit of unfortunate positioning, which caused the wipe. But then it was the end of raid night, so we were fine. You know, it was just like, okay, no worries, we'll go away, we'll think about this, and then we'll give it a go. I think we're doing a re-clear tomorrow, so we should be fine. Which is good as well, because a lot of people... No, we didn't get it. We didn't get the hood. Yeah, a few people still need some gear and stuff. I don't. I'm fine. I get nothing out of Heroic anymore. All of my pieces are Heroic 6-6, except a couple which are Mythic 6-6. So, yeah, and I've got so many Myth crests on my main now that the second I get a Myth gear, I can just upgrade it straight away to 6-6. I think I've got some Void Cores as well to spend on my last trinket. I got Gaze of the Awnseer in my vault the other week. Immediately pissed off the guild with it, because there have been people that have been spending their only bonus rolls of the week on it, and not getting it, and running Heroic Chimeras to try and get it. And I posted a screenshot of it from my vault. I posted it on the Guild's Discord and my Blue Sky as well, and fuck me, the reaction was quite heated. The Guildies were obviously joking and everything, and I was just like, oh my god, Blue Sky's gonna hate me for this. But yeah, it was lucky. I feel it was very lucky I got it, but I've got a myth slot, only one myth slot in my vault this week, so I'm hoping it's something I can get. But after stream, I'll quickly check my vault and go from there, and everything should be fine. Yeah, all that's left for me this season is Mythic Plus. I don't Mythic Raid, too much stress. I'm just slowly working on my score and working on my Midnight completion. Yeah, I mean, basically the same with me with Midnight. I've pretty much achieved all but 2 of my goals. One goal is obviously ahead of the curve on all 3. I'm 2 out of 3 on curves at the moment. Let me just double check that before I...
You missed one.
Yeah, so Chimeras and Crown of the Cosmos is done. So I want to get curve for Lura. And then that is pretty much everything. Oh, aside from 3.4k mythic score. So I can start catching up on the mountains and stuff. I currently have a mythic rating of 2.7. I want to say, yeah, 2.7. I have 2.7 something. I have. I need to. My next big thing is getting everything done on a 12. And then we'll see where we're at in terms of getting that 3.4 and trying to push and go from there. But I'm also kind of hoping that next patch the Omnium thing will just make 13s and 14s a laugh. But we'll see. I want to see what kind of power. I want to see what kind of power that gives. You know, what kind of power this Omnium Forge thing that we're getting in a few weeks' time is going to give us. We'll see. Iron Plus rating is pretty similar then. I'm aiming for 3k. Actually, can I see what mine is? Mythic Plus rating. Let's scroll down to me. Where's R? I've gone past R. Rubble. Oh no, 2672. I'm 2672. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Aiming for 3k, but I don't think I got 3.4k in me. Yeah, I mean, I want to try and get it, but if I don't, I will settle for 3k. I'll settle for 3k if that's all I can get. You know? I'm not going to lose any sleep over getting a mount I should have got 4 years ago. You know, it would be nice, but it is what it is. Considering as well, I don't think the Mythic Plus mounts count towards ATT anymore because they were technically removed. But they do count towards the midnight score now, I think, because they were added back in midnight. Someone was telling me this about a month ago, I think, because we were talking about the other person. Whoa, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, because we were talking about Shax. And if he had to do 3.4 in midnight to get Shadowlands mounts, but they, for some reason, are coming up. All the mounts that got re-added for the 3.4k token count as midnight and not their expansion they came from, which is good. It also made me glad to know that those mount rewards for Mythic Plus didn't start coming in until Shadowlands. So I just about missed it. Just about missed it and don't have to worry about it. But until ATT decides. Well, no, I mean, BFA doesn't really matter at all in terms of Mythic Plus mounts because it doesn't exist, but, you know, if we end up getting Shadowlands and Dragonflight next, which will be a long way away yet, we're going to have to start doing keys. We're going to have to start doing keys on stream. But it's fine. It's fine.
Recognize the ugly on that troll.
Never say never, but I'm not going to throw it about it if I don't enjoy it. Yeah, no, fair enough. You play the game how you want to play the game. That's the mindset I've always had. It's like, I'm going to play the game how I want to play the game, and I'm not going to let anyone tell me it.
Further testing required.
These are reanimated corpses.
And that's very much what the guild I'm in. It's their mindset as well. I'll just play how you want to play. Who cares? If you want to focus on collecting, absolutely go for it. We have a guildie in our guild. That, we got two things. We got two things here. Who was this? This was
Put an end to Gahoon.
Zool, who for some reason is not coming up on the list, so is maybe done. Mythic. Yeah, Zool just doesn't exist on the list. Huh. Yeah, Zool just doesn't... okay. He doesn't exist. Does he? Yeah, he exists on these ones. Heroic. Zool Reborn. Mother Zekvos, Vetidavara, Vectis, Mithrax. Okay, let me try... force a reload of ATT. There he is, he's back. He's done! Zool's done. We just finished Zool. Lovely. Okay. We have just completed Mythic Zool. We don't have anything more to get from him. Okay. I mean, we're still going to have to kill him because of the sequence and stuff, but... yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. With any luck, we should get some bits from Mithrax as well. Hoping and I'm praying that the loot gods are in my favour today. Okay, Mithrax. I need Luminous Edge of Virtue and the Chitin-Spine Pauldrons. And you gave me the Luminous Edge of Virtue. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week for your Pauldrons. I passed my 3.1k now. Did my first 14s yesterday, which funnily enough seemed easier than 13s. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think most I've done is 12. I think I did a 12 Nexus point at some point, which we didn't time.
Let's light it up and pop the
But
hoon like a pus-filled
it's
boil
fine.
it
I will
is.
need to go back and do it for the rating, but I'm also just kind of considering doing at 13 at this point. But I need to get my others up to 12s first and then go from there. Alright, let's get this triggered. Go, go, go! Hopefully, with any luck, we don't reset this one again. As last week, we somehow reset it, and I don't know how we did that.
A power matrix is ready for acquisition.
I know, I'm trying to pick it up. I'll get lost. Let's go. Here you go. Oh no. No, 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 no. Stay away from me, stiff supple foot. Lovely. Let's go to the other side. That'll work. Oh no, it doesn't do anything on the first one. That was it. I would say that a plus 12 definitely seems a bit easier than a plus 11 because not having to deal with Xalatas nonsense gives you a lot less to think about even if you don't get the juicy buffs. Yeah, I will admit the buffs that you get from the affixes are very nice. I do like them. But yeah, doing that 12 and not having to, because I did it this week just gone, so it was the it's going to sound weird when I say this, and this is why I close the window so my neighbours can't hear me, but it's the touching balls mechanic. It was that affix, where you look at the balls and you have to touch each other's. Yeah, see, this is why I don't have my windows open when I stream, by the way, because if I had to explain that to my neighbours who have a 3-year-old, I would be mortified.
Last sequence initiated.
You know? So yeah, orbs. Yeah, it's the big orbs. Except in McVitie's we call it touching balls, or at least I do. Can't speak for the rest of it. There are a lot. There are loads. Someone at Blizzard has a little bit of splaining to do as to what their obsession is. You know, it's kind of freaking me out. Season of balls. Skyreach can get in the bin. I've said that since day one. WOD that Skyreach can get in the bin, and especially with the mechanics that have launched an entire group off that I've been in, which was. Especially when your healer goes and you're all laughing at the healer and then all of a sudden the rest of you are going. That one, I mean, that entire dungeon can just get it. Not a fan. But to be fair, for me, that used to be gold farm, that dungeon. So actually doing it in the rotation is pretty good. Yeah, because that used to be a really good raw gold farm. Oh, we got something from Cahoon. We've only got one more thing to get. Lovely. Oh, we've got 2 things from Cahoon. Okay. Nice. We have not got
Subject
much left to
Cocoon
go.
terminated. No viable
Most of it's
samples remaining.
BOEs.
Corruption falling to safe levels. System integrity restored.
Yeah, most of them are BOEs. Okay, this is gonna be interesting if I have to do the BOEs. Okay, fine. That's later. That's a later problem. We still have a fair few items to get from the different bosses. We've only really got like 1 or 2 from each now in all deer, so we're nearly done with mythical deer. It will just be the BOEs. Which obviously are a bit harder to get. I want to make a room in my house filled with bird stuff just so I can walk in and shout what the bird's doing here every time. That's good. I think most of the stuff I need in BFA is on Horde side. Yeah, I would probably say a good chunk of mine is Horde because I spent most of the time playing Alliance. And then only really went into Horde stuff around the time the war campaign ended. So I could go see it all from the other side and not have to wait. Because I was impatient.
Our feint in Nazmir drew the bulk of the Horde's forces away from the city.
Secure the harbor and prepare to move forward, Spymaster. Remember, our objective is to destabilize the Zandalari and take out Horde's targets. King Rin wants to avoid civilians.
I need Battle for Desire Law. I need you to come down. We've still got glory to do as well. Jesus. I need Mythic. Kill. This one won't be as close as Uldir was because we haven't been running it as long as we have Uldir. I mean, Uldir has an extra week on BOD, so yeah, there's a few bits we're still missing. Although on this boss we're 10-13, so on this boss coming up, so I don't think it's as bad as I think it is. It's 68%, so that's not awful. Although I do realise that last time I did skip half the ads, and there's BOEs, so
You trespass upon sacred
I'm not
ground,
skipping ads where I
outsiders.
can.
You will not defile Zulda's
I was also
land
Alliance doing
with
BFA though. I've always been a Horde player at heart. Most of my characters are Horde now since we have cross
Now I've
faction.
seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, I never
Protest all
really
you
considered
want,
playing
but you're
Horde
here to be
until BFA and end of BFA. That was when I started playing Horde characters. I'm still very much for the Alliance. Like, I am Alliance guy, mostly because of my son. Sorry, Anduin. But all 12 out of 13, we've got one more thing to get now. Yeah, so I'm still very much Alliance, but I have a fair few Horde characters. At the moment, in terms of the characters in the War-Torn Warband camp, it's Horde heavy because I've made my 2 Horde characters that need to do campaign stuff. I've made them, I've done fuck all with them, because we've still got a long way to go on this one. We haven't even, haven't even scratched the surface of Nazjatar, or even set foot in Nylothar. Yeah, we have not seen Rathian get punched by Anduin. We've not experienced that. We haven't experienced that as a team. Oh fuck. My bags are full. I do apologise, folks. I know we've just started in here, but I need to run back to Paralis. Because I need to scrap a load of shit. Because I just realised we're not going to be able to pick anything up. And in my defence, we have just done all of Uldir and Crucible of Storms and the boss of Desire Law. So, sorry, I've got something... This is so bad. I've got something in my mind. There we go. There's the I mean, to be fair, it's probably the hair I got cut off earlier. Right. There we go. Back to normal. I can see again. We're all good. Yeah. Oh lord, I forgot about scrapping. Honestly, I have not put any effort into gathering professions because of scrapping. It's actually been really good. Obviously, you get no herbs and shit, but we've got mining and blacksmithing on this one. So it is definitely helping me get ores and shit that I need. So we can just go in and just very passively do blacksmithing and stuff, which before we carry on with Dazara Law, I am very quickly going to see what we can do, because we need to get the recipe for a lockpick. So we open this crate I got in Nazjatar last week. That's a lie, it wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago. But I did discover as well, if for any reason I haven't collected an item, like I've picked up a BOE or something, that I haven't added to the appearance, when you scrap it, ATT adds it. And it is added to your appearance collection, so it is counted in ATT, which is fan-bloody-tastic, because I have definitely scrapped a few items that I haven't added to the list before, so it does help massively. And yeah, then it's just a load of free mats for very little effort. I want them to bring something like this back. I would not complain if scrapping came back and it gave you stuff like, oh, we've got loads of gems for jewel crafting. So when we start jewel crafting and we start getting a load of all the stuff to do with that, then, you know, that will be incredibly helpful. Okay, and we've also got stuff on here that we haven't learned. Okay, we've got one thing on here that we haven't learned, which is great. What can I make the most of that gives me the biggest benefit? It would be this, wouldn't it? Can only really get 3 out of them, which is fine with 39, and I can maybe get to 40 by changing the breaths of Sandy into something. Oh, it got us to 41. Okay, I need to get more durable flux and see how far we can push this. That's good. It must count scrapping in the same way it does when you... Yeah, it does. Yeah, which is fan-bloody-tastic. I am a fan of that. I'm definitely... What's this? Folded steel plating. Okay, damage reduction. Not that it really bloody matters, but... Right, let's see how far we can push this. And see if we can get it to 50. I'm back feeling a bit... oh, welcome back, Diana. Welcome. Current enchanting has a little bit of scrapping, I suppose. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I haven't really put any thought to enchanting this expansion. I've obviously... my main has alchemy. My main has alchemy, which is fantastic as a raider and someone that does keys casually, because I can just make my own stuff. And I go around and I go get all my knowledge every week as well. So, you know, I've always got mats. And I've got a good... Argent Leaf is the thing. Sorry, 1 second. Argent Leaf is the thing that a lot of what I need for my flasks and my potions. Argent Leaf is the thing that I need, and I found that root in Harrendar in the bottom left, which is a really high Argent Leaf density. Come on, give me 50, Give me 50. Come on. There we go, 50. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just quickly go up to Quel'Thalas, Harandar. It is here. This section around here. There's a really high density of Argent Leaf. And if you just keep flying around this section, it's the light balloon section in that corner. If you just keep flying around it, you get a load of Argent Leaf. It's really, really good as well. And they potentially are light fused as well. You get seeds, there's water there if you plant seeds. So yeah, it's a really, really good spot. I tend to just fly around that and get all my herbalism knowledge for the week as well. And it's got everything else as well. It's got your Mana Lily, it's got your Sanguiform, it's got your Tranquility Bloom, obviously, and it's got your Azeroth as well. So that's kind of where I just kind of fly around at the moment, so it's really, really handy. And then I've started jewel crafting on my alt because gems are expensive, and I've been swapping out a lot of gear recently as I've been upgrading from champion to hero and now hero to myth. So yeah, there's a lot of work I need to do in terms of that. So we can get the skeleton key. What does it need? Skeleton key. Oh, I can make 2 of them. Nice, let's get one. Lovely, we have a skeleton key. La 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 la. Let's use it. Right, what are we going to get on this lockbox? We've got 0 out of 45 on this lockbox. What are we going to get? I cannot use it. Allows opening of locks that require up to 50 lockpicking skill. Ah, there we go. What are we going to get? Okay. Are you ready? Ooh! Okay. We got a sword. We got a sword. No, a polearm, sorry. Nice. That's 1 out of 45 on them. Yeah, so should be good. I made a Kultiran Druid and Zandalari Paladin, Doomhammer, Think Neck and Gnome, Clothy, and Volpirish Shaman as well, and then everything else, whatever. Nice. I have my crafted army vaults, one more like a squadron than an army. Hey, if they bring the gold in, they can be whatever you want them to be. Oh, I just got something new. I had a short sword. Oh no, that was the thing. That was the thing from the things we got. I knew we got a sword from that, not a polearm. Where'd that polearm come from? No, I don't know. Anyway, let's just drop all of that in. This is how mad our bags are at the moment. I currently have 418 storm silver and fuck all to spend it on because we haven't got that far into blacksmithing yet. Although maybe we might start seeing... No. I was hopeful that maybe we might have started seeing some storm silver creeping in. 300 a Semonite? What the fuck? Oh, it's the tools of the trade. It's the tools of the trade thing. Dreadful Void Focus. Yep. Okay. But yeah, there'll be some Storm Silver stuff coming in that I can spend it on. I became friends with someone on the server a few days ago and they started flirting kind of, and I tried to show that, hey, I'm not into this. Oh dear. Skeleton key, my favourite kind of key. Opens everything. Can't go wrong, and I can make them now, which is fan-bloody-tastic. Love that for me. Right, back to the raid. Back to the raid where we crack on. Crack on with getting all this done. And hoping that we get some stuff out of this, at least. Well, we did. I mean, we're 12-13 on Champion of Light, which is fantastic. Jade Fire Masters are 10-13. Which is brilliant, but I also need I need BOEs, so please give me stuff. Thank you. Okay, that helps. I mean, these are just general world drops, but it's fine. Get these as well. Didn't last time, but we probably should this time. You know. Oh! Hello! Rank 3 model hardened hoof plates. Requires previous rank. Okay. Did we unlock them then? We did. Okay. Right. And next rank is at 95. And then I can learn that. Okay. That's good. That is actually pretty good that we're getting that stuff now. And that was just a random drop as well. I completely forgot about crafting ranks in BFA. Mad how much systems have changed and evolved since then. Yeah, I am definitely a fan of the ranks going away and it being skill-based now. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some times where, especially at the start of an expansion, at the end of the War Within, my alchemy was pretty much guaranteed, you know, a high rank from everything I made. Like, highest rank, it was good, and that was a guarantee. But going into the War Within and having not War Within, sorry, going into Midnight. And having to start again was a bit of a kick in the teeth, I think, for me, personally. But as I've started working up and I've started seeing higher rank, crafts start coming in on my alchemy. It's been very satisfying because I've been, like, since week 1, I have been non-stop working on alchemy knowledge and stuff, so yeah, I'm glad it's paying off, and I'm getting a lot of like high level herbs as well, because I've been putting points into the individual herb tree, so I'm putting a lot of work into that, so getting the high level herbs come in has been absolutely brilliant. Seeing them come in. So yeah, I'm very happy now, but yeah, it's definitely a bit rough when we started this expansion, I won't lie. And getting absolute naffle, and the research as well. Doing the research was very different, as opposed to just learning your items from the trainer. Actually having to do the research into them and making sure you had enough of certain items and everything was great. And experimentation not being a thing anymore. Very happy about. Experimentation was an awful system for learning. I'm glad it's gone. What did we get? We got the Blazewing Hood. We got it twice. I was still missing legs and oh no, go away.
It seems the Banshee Queen isn't the only one.
Okay, we're 11-13. It's not bad. Grong, I've still got a lot to get from.
The Zandalari deserve their fate.
Fine. Getting the ranks was far too RNG. Yeah, completely. Same with experimentation. I was definitely not a fan of it. I mean, as I've just made very clear, I'm not a fan of the experimentation system of Dragonflight and War Within. And I'm glad it's gone and we can target specific recipes that we wanted. That was a better system, I think. It's a much better system. Let's pull them up and send the dragon down. Oh, and then I got these three bastards down there. Yeah, fall over. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Magic has turned our own weapon against us.
Oh yeah, starting a new expansion was a bit rough when you're struggling to make anything and it costs an arm and a leg to do it. Yeah, especially when, you know, you haven't got the time to go around and farm on the mats, but you also can't do it on the auction house because the first round of people doing it have whacked the prices up insanely high. It's... yeah. It's hard out there. Experimentation was the worst thing. It actually repressed memories of it. Yeah, and bear in mind, the system only went away about 3 months ago. The system was still there in the War Within. Why it was there in the War Within, I will never know, because it was so vocally hated at the time. I do not know a single person that liked experimentation. Grong, what are you going to give me? Two things.
These beasts knocked out of the air.
Okay.
Where is Mechatorp with that new toy of his?
Nice, nice, nice. Opulence is 913, so we've still got a fair bit to go. Him. He looks in my favour today. Do let me know, by the way, if the game sounds a bit too loud, because I'm noticing it's almost matching my mic, and I don't want it to be too loud. I have just turned it down slightly. I was fiddling with my game sound settings over the week, so it might be a little bit out of whack. It'd be really nice, right, if WoW introduced sound profiles. That I could just click a button or make a macro or something and it changes to what I need. Because then that could be like, right, on-stream sound profile, off-stream sound profile.
I'll stay out here and keep the skies clear.
You know, so it just automatically changes my sounds. So I don't have to worry too much about it being too loud or too quiet. There you go. Somebody hire me a Blizzard. I've got no coding experience. My artistic side of my brain gave up about 7 years ago. And I do admin and logistics for media for a living. But I'm sure I can make sound profiles in a 22-year-old game engine. I'm sure I could do it. Come on. There we go. I was going to say, don't make me waste this. Lovely. Working nicely towards the Endeavour as well and getting some house XP for it. Right. 9 out of 13, what are we going to get? 3 of the same items and 2 things we've already got. That bumps us up to... Whoa!
Keep going. I'll catch up.
I think... we just completed the DK set. Yep, we just completed the DK set for Azeroth. Okay. That's not bad. It's actually I quite like that set. Maybe I might transmog that. I don't know. Is there a different colour though? What's the heroic one look like? No, if I was going to do it, it'd be that. Just for the effects, but hey. It's what it is. Okay, that's good. I didn't know that we were close to finishing that. That's actually made my day. It's made my day. Yeah, it's actually made me very happy that we've completed another BFA transport set. Which is fan-fucking-tastic. Who's next? It's Conclave. Once I reach 50 plus on those, I might join you for stuff if I have time. Yeah, absolutely. These raid runs, people are welcome to join. If you're on an EU, if you're on an EU realm, absolutely. Anyone is welcome to join. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, there's a pet here. Okay. And it's one of the things we're missing. Fine. Is what it is. What are we going to get from these ones? We're going to get everything we need except for the pet. Okay. So it's just the spawn of Kragwa to go. I dread to think what their drop rate is. I dread to think what that drop rate is. Spawn of Kragwa. Jesus Christ, please let it be nice. Ugh. According to Wowhead, drop chance 0.72%. But Rarity seems to think otherwise. Fuck. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. It's fine. If it makes you feel any better, you can buy it in the auction house for 8.8k. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. I really wish I could, but we're banned from using the auction house. Otherwise, I'd be on that shit straight away and just get Conclave done. Jules, hello! Welcome in! Hope you're having a lovely day today. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I know. I feel like I've kind of like hamstrung myself a little bit by banning the auction house, but we're doing this the hard way. We are doing this the hard way. So, you know, we move. We move. Alright, Rastakhan. Oh, I've only got one thing to get from Rastakhan now. Shoulders. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, hello. Another thing. Where the hell did it go? There it is. It's a mace. Lovely. Dragon them. Dragon breath. Ah. You gonna give me BOE? No? Okay. This was worth a try. Just worth a try. Oh, okay. I was about to say you can get over here, but you didn't want to, so. Yeah. Well, here's hoping it drops sometime before Gmod and the Elemental. Oh, God, I hope. Oh, I forgot about Gmod and the Elemental. Oh, dear. I forgot about them. I'm aware of their existence. I just forgot that it's this raid. Full them off anything yet? Well, not yet, but you know, it's only been an hour and a half. The night is still young. Okay, now just got to listen to them yap for a bit.
Khan of Zandalar, on behalf of the Alliance and in the name of King Anduin Rin, I hereby request your surrender.
You, an exile without a homeland. You dare invade this.
Gmod is my great white whale. I've ran this raid so many times. I'm dreading to think how many times it's going to take to do this. I'm actually dreading it. I feel like this time next year, we're still going to be here. Still trying to get Gmod and the Elemental. And you know what? So be it. So be it. It took me 7 years to get Mimiron's head. And it was Collector's Bounty last year that I finally got it. I was fuming that it took an event with increased drop chance to get it. But I also got Onyxia there, and I also got the Fiery Warhorse from Karazhan there as well, so it wasn't all doom and gloom. Oh, Collector's Bounty was great. It was a great time. You have Gmod. Is this going to be what Invincible was to you? Is that the kind of dynamic we're going to have here, Jules, with Gmods? I do hope they do Collector's Bounty again, and I really hope they do it whilst I'm doing Waterborne Task. Yeah, payback's a bitch, isn't it? Yeah, no, fair. So, I have to tell the story, Jules. So, Invincible, right? Iconic mount, and notoriously difficult to get. Jules had been farming it for how many years? How many years have you been farming it, Jules? It was a while. It was something along the lines of since whenever Wrath came out as Legacy. At least 12 years, there we go. Yeah, so at least 12 years. Weekly runs. Without fail, every week she was always in ICC.
Everyone, head to the ships.
I got it on my second ever run of ICC. My second ever run, I got Invincible. Jules got it in Collector's Bounty. And there is video evidence of this. Because I streamed it on my old channel years and years ago. So there is, and I posted it somewhere on YouTube. I think it's unlisted now. I don't think it's anywhere like publicly available, but Oh, I just hit my stand goal, according to my watch. But it is documented somewhere that I got it on my second ever try. And it kind of became a bit of a running joke between me and Jules that I had it on my second ever run. Every time it was brought up, and Jules was in the channel, in the voice channel, I'd always go, "Oh, by the way, have I ever told you about how I got it on my second ever run?" But Mimiran's head, she got me back with that, and it seems like it's going to be Gmod now that she's getting me back. Still took 4 weeks of Collector's Bounty to drop. I feel it wasn't going to. Yeah, I got Mimiran's head on like the last 2 days of it. That was rough. Callum, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day today. Penguin, you've only just finished work. Oh, hope you've had a good day. I like to think Collector's Bounty is something they'll do at least once per expansion, but who knows? Yeah, that I hope they do it again. I really do. Onyxia was the first kill, though. Yeah, see, that you've got on me, because Onyxia took the same amount of time that Ulduar did, because my routine was always Mimiran's head, Onyxia. It was the head runs, I called them. Onyxia's head, Mimiran's head. Those were the two that I went for every single week. I know it's called the Onyxian Drake, but the amount of times I killed Onyxia, I basically had her head. And I do in my house. In-game house. So, yeah. You have that on me, that you got that first try. No, it took me 7 years. You just answered your own question, but it's payday on Friday, so it's the same Les Mis. One day more. I haven't watched Les Mis for about 10 years. I didn't even know that was the film. I've never seen the stage show. I want to see the stage show of Les Mis, but I don't know. It's expensive to get tickets to it as well. It's very expensive to get tickets to it. Right, Rastakhan, can you drop your shoulders? Fucking Rastakhan is done! He's done! He's done! He's done! He's done! Rastakhan on Mythic is finito! Yeah, more money than I'm willing to pay. Meanwhile, I'll shut up 300 quid for Warhammer and much. I mean, we all have our things. Mine's records, so we all have our things. I was hoping you didn't drop them so I could say Rastakhan. But the joke's ruined now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. R and Jesus looked in favour of me and not of you. Sense the irony. R and Jesus can only look favourably on one person at a time. 7 streams of youth. Oh, have you hit a streak? Oh, yeah, you have. I can't see the streaks on Stream Elements multi-stream. It won't let me see them. I only spot them if I go onto the actual web browser to look at Wowhead or something, because then I see the stream manager, which has them. You on mod view? No, it's because my stream not only goes to Twitch, it goes to YouTube as well. I'm using a plugin in OBS Studio by Stream Elements, which apparently might not exist soon because Stream Elements is going under, by the sounds of it. So I might need to just scrap the whole streaming to YouTube thing anyway. But the multi-chat that it gives me, so I don't have to have multiple chats open, has It doesn't show me mod actions, so if you ban someone, I can't see it. It doesn't show me streaks. It doesn't show me redeems for your coffee beans. Doesn't show me them, but I have the activity feed for that, which does show me them. And yeah, there's a lot of things that are missing from it because YouTube doesn't have those features and it tries to keep it consistent and stuff. I am considering taking the YouTube down. Taking the YouTube stream down. And just streaming to Twitch so I can just use Twitch chat and still see everything. It's something I need to think about, and it's something I'm going to put a little bit of thought to this week. Because realistically, I don't get any viewers on the YouTube stream, which is fair. I'm more likely to get people coming in here on Twitch than I am on YouTube. Like at the moment, okay, no, so 2 people have come into the stream today on YouTube. That's fair. I apologize if you're watching and I've just insulted you. That was not my intent. But yeah, it's something I need to kind of assess whether or not for me it's worth it. For now, but we'll see. I'll be back in a bit. No worries, Jules. See you in a bit. Well, I'm not in mod view either, but we know how efficient I am at banning those bots. Yeah. Yeah. I need to assess some of these things.
I will honor my father
and see if there is a more effective way of doing it to actually see these things. But if anyone dreams like a hydrate or something like that, I can still see it. It is just streaks I can't see because it doesn't even put them in as like a normal message, so that's a little bit annoying. But I can see it on the stream manager. I can see it there, but also yeah, it just doesn't even put it in as like a normal chat message, so we'll see. And at first I was kind of using the YouTube streams as like a kind of a backup, but I record all the streams anyway.
I'll do my best to tell you what happened.
So I don't have to spend hours downloading them from Twitch and run the risk of potentially forgetting to download one and losing it by the time I get to that point in scripts. Because I probably do about a week's worth of streams at a time. That's my plan for the YouTube videos, a week's worth of streams. And there'll probably be a video every 2 to 3 weeks. So there is going to come a point where the streams are going to become very ahead of YouTube, but that's fine with me. If there is a point where I have time off and I can get them up quicker, then absolutely I'll get them up quicker. But I have a job, and that takes up a lot of my time, so I can't guarantee that I'm going to have the time to commit to making that content. You know? It's one of those. It is definitely one of those weird things when you're a small creator, and it's just like, how much time, realistically, can I actually put into this? Oh, thanks, Stream Elements. Speaking of YouTube, there's a link to episode 1 of The Walk of Trunks, if you haven't seen it. Almost like it new. What's work looking like this week, by the way? I am in the office tomorrow and Friday, and then I am on location most of next week. Makator, can you come down, please? Yeah, it's a bit of a mad week this week. He had a buff called plot armor. Wait, in Saturday, I have a family event. Saturday. All day, unfortunately. And then Sunday, I'm traveling to location. Not a good week. It's not a good week. Oh, Mekator didn't drop anything I fucking wanted. Did drop Gmod, but whatever. Next one is the Blockade. Blockade? Blockade. Gotta speak Queen's English. Sorry, King. She's dead. Forget she's a bit dusty these days.
Why don't I have an escape pod? Enough!
That's one Alliance hero down. But I want your
Okay, Nathanos, keep moving.
in proud
Stop talking,
blood.
let me out.
Move!
Oh, I can mount here. Come on. Go on, go.
7th Legion fought bravely.
That's good because I just misread my calendar.
Hold this ground, 7th Legion. We need to get our ships away.
Yeah, God, this next week is just absolutely manic for me. It's all over the shop.
We'll cross
But
paths again.
it is what it is.
I'll see you dead or in chains before this war
On that
ends,
note,
I promise you.
whilst I've got you all here, whilst we're running to the next boss, Sunday and Wednesday this week, next week I will, so this coming Sunday and then next Wednesday I will not be streaming, unfortunately. I am away for work, so I can't, basically. Yeah, I'm in hotels and away on vacation, and on Wednesday I'll be getting back at around 9 PM. So, next week will just be Friday and Sunday next week. So essentially I'm dropping down to 2 days for the next couple of weeks. Which county are they dragging you to this time? Surrey again. Off to Surrey again. Well, first shoot day is in Surrey, and then second one is in southwest London, so it's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. And then I'm not going, but I'm organising another shoot in Surrey on Thursday, which is a pickup for something we could get. Wait, what? What happened? Brings the fury of the sea down on all the caster's enemies instantly. Did it berserk? Did I somehow hit rage? I think I somehow might have hit the enrage timer. But I don't know how. I don't know how I did that. I don't know what happened. Okay. Whatever. It's what it is. Everything's fine. We go again. How the fuck did I do that? Didn't interrupt the cast. Right. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention. Thanks, Drac. Also, welcome in, Drac. Hope you're having a lovely day. Yeah. Okay, I will admit I was talking about work, so I kind of got a little bit distracted. You know how it be. Right, we go again. You just remember I got to kick the boss. Ah, yeah, there it is. Gotta go in and immediately kick. Lovely. Dead. Right. Mr. Blockade. Siggy, hello! Welcome in! Hope you're having a lovely day today. God, everyone's here today. Love it. Got the whole gang here.
That's when the troll princess returned, with blood in
Right.
her eyes. Princess Tilanchi, the alliance.
Okay, we've got two
used
things.
the sea priest
So we're
more
11-14 now.
against us.
That's not bad.
Those butchers are getting away!
Jaina. 8 out of 12. We're 85.71% done on Mythic BOD. That's pretty good.
Take these horde champions and pursue the murderers. Bring me
That's
the
actually
head
pretty
of
good.
Jaina Proudmoore. It will be
That
so,
we're in a
princess.
spot like this.
Heroes, come aboard!
After only a couple of runs as well. And I'd never been into Mythic BOD before this. So this is all like brand new stuff. I'm doing good. Finished work at 1. Was asked to do more stuff on Saturday because they forgot I was on the other show. It's fair. Though they told me it might be pushing into July. Oof. Oh dear. Bit annoying.
Lord Admiral Proudmoore was as gallant as they come. She offered the horde every
Right.
chance to turn back.
Jaina, it is time for your weekly face kicking.
Consider this your only warning.
Annoying, yes, but also
Turn
money.
your vessel
Fair.
back to port and look
You
out
raise a
for your
valid
dead,
point.
Or you will soon join them.
I have heard of you, Jaina Proudmoore. The little girl who betrayed her father and lost her brother to war.
That is fair. I will give you
Failure
that.
is your family legacy.
If you know so much about me, Captain, then you would have been wise to run while you still had the chance.
You will pay for your crimes. All hands, attack!
The sea answers my call.
It looked like the horde might get the upper hand. The Lord Admiral turned the tables.
Hard vessels on
I need
the
to stop.
horizon. You have nowhere left to run. I
There we go.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Boss ass line though.
Impossible!
Right.
I lured you into open waters because out here, you have no hope of escape.
Right, let's go. Oh, I'm running into the wall. As we fucking do. As we fucking do. Welcome to Tanzar. We walk into walls fairly often. I was about to say my old channel name then. But I said welcome to. Because that was a phrase I used to say quite a lot when weird shit happened. If you were there, you were there. If you know, you know. No. Fucking stop it. You can stop launching me now, Jaina. That would be great. Where is she?
It's time we finish this. I will
Where'd she go?
freeze you where you stand.
Anyway. Right. What's she gonna drop for us today?
And that's how it happened. Lady Proudmoore was the bravest.
What's she gonna
hero
drop?
I've ever seen.
Jaina, what are you dropping for me today?
Thank you, soldier.
And a 3,
We
2,
will see that
1.
the Lord Admiral's wounds are healed. Champions, thank
Nothing
you
we
for all
need.
you've done this day. We cannot reward you enough for your service. No doubt the Horde will seek reprisal for their losses. We must make
Nothing
ready
we
for what is
needed.
to come.
Oh, it was going too well. It was going a little bit too well, weren't it? Weren't it? But it's fine. It's fine. We've got Eternal Palace up next, so we'll be able to blast through that, see where we get to, and go from there. But before we go to EP, I need the loot. So I'm going to quickly put us on BRB and leave you with the Taverns of Azeroth soundtrack. Oh, Jules, welcome back. I'm just about to go on BRB just for 2 minutes because I really need a wee. So I will be right back. How you doing? Sorry, I forgot to put something away. There we go. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. If you were watching on Twitch, then during that break you would have been served an ad. Thank you so much for sticking around. I do not do Twitch for the money. I do not make content for the money, but any revenue generated from these streams at the moment is currently going into my house deposit. As myself and Siggy, if you don't know, Siggy is my partner. we are trying to buy a house at the end of this year. So any money generated from these streams is going in to our house deposit. So thank you so much for sticking around. If you want to break from the ads, not to sound like Spotify from 10 years ago, but if you want to skip the ads, the best way to do that is to subscribe. It costs £4.99 a month. Or your local equivalent, and if you have a Amazon Prime account, you can link it to Twitch and you get 1 free sub a month to any creator of your choice. It does not need to be me. Just being here is enough. So thank you so much. Massively appreciated you all sticking around during that. Wow, lovely. And I got some water during that. Right, Town of Palace. Let's go. So the fact that you're showing everyone this, well, just the mods, the fact that you're showing the other mods this thing mildly concerns me about what it is you're showing them. And Jules's reaction to that is also mildly concerning. How worried should I be? On a scale of 1 to shit, how worried should I be? I know you'll never tell. Hang on, sorry, there was a treasure over there. I saw the little down symbol, I'm sure. There it is.
Someone has to put a stop to those
What's
Naga.
this?
And right now, that
Strange
someone
crystal.
is you.
It's something to do with kelp willow. Hang on, sorry. I'm currently being distracted. Hot fudge dripping out. Okay. Fair enough. So I should be very worried about this. I know my birthday is coming up in a few months, so I have a feeling it's going to be something to do with that.
See what can be of use. Return when you can.
Okay, hang on. That just... In order to spawn this treasure, you have to use 1 prismatic crystal you can find beside the waterfall on a wild critter and bring the critter to the ravenous slime that you can find in this spot. Repeat this process for 5 days! No need to be consecutive. Oh, fuck me. Christ alive. Okay. That's... Oh, there's a critter there. No, that's a beast. Is there a critter hanging around here somewhere? That looks like one. Let me just get this guy out of the way. Oh, pile of flotsam. What's that? What's this? Oh, it's a buff. Oh, and there's another crystal there. Okay. Are these critters? They are. Where's the crystal? In my bag. Where'd it go? Seriously, where the fuck is it? Where is it? Oh. Oh, it's aquatic. Ugh. Oh, I can kick this apparently. Oh, missed. Right, so let's go find a critter. Oh, there's one up there by the looks of it. One here. Here. I mean, you? You're a beast. Right. Okay. This is gonna take... Oh, it's because it's a muck slug, so it's technically aquatic. What about you? You don't seem aquatic. Yeah, come with me. Let's fucking go. We've got to bring it to the ravenous slime. Okay, and then it disappears. So then, okay, so we just got to keep coming back to that. That's something to remember for sure. Right, Eternal Palace. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I can close this now. Give myself a bit of space back on me UI. Should be fine. Should be fine. Okay. Eternal Palace, Eternal Palace, Eternal Palace. Let's go kick Queenfish bitch in the face. Play. Oh, I should probably get the tracker up as well. Oh, hello. It's a small seed starting to sprout. That says a place nearby that it could be planted. Okay. Okay. Oakley dokley. That's fine. We'll have a look at that afterwards because we're going to need to spend a bit of time. I mean, we're going to need to spend a bit of time in Nazjatar anyway to start doing this ally ranking crap that we're going to do. And then we'll see what happens from there. Oh Jesus, the room is getting warmer and I can feel it now. Not having the windows open is interesting. It's fine. Not bad, but yeah. Oh, we said we were going to see if we could do 9 items as well today, didn't we? Right, Abyssal Commander Savara. What do you have for me? Pretty much bringing us up to 13. Which is fan-fucking-tastic. That's actually really good. It's actually really good. That puts us in a decent spot with her. Which I like to see. Oh, hang on. I had a new essence I could use. Oh, that's the big AoE one. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Okay. So next thing we do, I think last week Nihilotha was in, I want to say Vale. So I have a feeling this week it's in Ul'Doom. But I can't see it because I've not been there. So I'll give I'll have a look in Old Doom, see if it's there. If we can do Nylothar today, I think we should do it. Just so we can start ticking that off, because there is a mount there as well. So the earlier we can start Nylothar, the better. And then from doing Nylothar, we'll do everything else that we need to do today.
Little one. We will be together soon enough.
Or I start doing the dailies on Friday. But then it just means that the next stream after Friday will be the following Friday where we'll be doing these again. So I'm worried that by spending an entire stream just doing raids like we did last week, I'm running out of time. And I'm delaying things. But I can't stream any more throughout the week. I just don't have the time. I could potentially stream on Tuesdays, but I'm usually in the office on Tuesdays, so I get home relatively late. This might all be changing soon, by the way. For a couple of weeks. When I start my next job. Because basically, I'm staying at the same company, but I'm moving on to a different show. Yeah, I'm moving on to a different show. And I don't know what my working days are going to be like, but I'm only on that job for 2 weeks. And then I have 2 weeks off. And then I go back to my old show. So I could, realistically, if I wanted to, carry on doing Wednesdays and Fridays at home, which is why doing Wednesdays and Fridays at home is the reason why I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays. There might be times I can stream on Saturdays during the day as well, but you know, I have a life and I like to live it. I'm 26. I don't have much of it left. That's a joke, by the way. I know. I heard yesterday, whilst I was in Tesco. Sorry, what was that? My inventory's full and we just got a BOE? Fuck my life. Okay. We're coming back to Eternal Palace. I forgot to get rid of shit. But we got a BOE at least. I got N'Zoth's mount too, but not during collectors. Nice. So yesterday, I was in Tesco getting some dinner, and I heard this couple, very young couple, I would probably say about mid-20s, right? They were definitely younger than me. And I was walking past them, and I overheard them talking. And I wasn't listening to their conversation, but it was one of those conversations that you can't help but hear. And he was just like, he said something that made me just go, bitch, what the fuck, in my head. Is that you, Mahalo? Hello. Okay, I'm going to the scrapper now. Yeah, so he was walking past, and he said to his girlfriend, oh, you know, I have a life, I want to live it, I still have some spark. And I'm just there like, you look younger than me, you have a lot of spark, my friend. It's like the comment wasn't directed at me or didn't concern me in the slightest, and yet I felt offended by it. Because I'm just sitting there like, you are very clearly younger than me, and you're saying you only have some spark left. If you have some spark left, then I'm extinguished. And I was only probably a couple, I feel like I'm only like a couple of years older than him, because I'm 26 going on 27 in a few months. And it's just like, my God, are you okay? Who hurt this guy? Who hurt this guy? Do I need to arrange some therapy for him? Young people have a weird perspective on age. We do.
Come, let us
We do. To be fair, the amount of jokes I've made about me basically being 1 foot in the grave, and it's just like I'm not even like, I've still got a good few years until my 30s. Like, I'm fine. Spark? I'm not even sure I have a spark. I once knew a guy who had a lot of spark. Unfortunately, he worked in a fireworks factory. Hello, Yoshi Kid. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, God. Guy Fawkes. We're now the smoke left from the spark. Oh, dear. We are. That's not good. That's not good. Doing good, thanks. How are we all? I'm good. I'm very good. I'm essentially going borderline insane doing this, but yeah, good. I heard the guy who's... Sorry. I heard the guys who discovered electricity was a bright spark. Fucking hell.
One of my champions seeks to earn glory in my name. It would be cruel of you to deny them this opportunity.
Do you know what, Yoshi Kid and Jules? It's only a light bulb moment. Oh, I hate it here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's... Well done, guys. Well done. You win. You win the stream. You won the money. I hope it makes you very happy. I'll take your money and get that. No, I'm joking. It's never too late for a come dine with me joke, right? Something about having all the grace and decorum of a reversing dump truck with no tires on. We win the stream. Does that mean we own the channel? No. It just means that you have bragging rights until this stream ends. That you won. Damn it, we were close. I considered it. What's the matter, hun? You're currently not liking these electric jokes. You can just leave. There's the door, bitch! You ruined it. You ruined it. Oh, dear. What have we started? Sorry. What have we started? Oh my god. Is he close to blowing a fuse? No? Yes? Maybe? Potentially. I think I am. Just check my internal fuse board. And let's try this again. If he is, he's finally found that spark he was talking about. Oh dear. Yeah, there's the spark that I apparently lost, according to this guy that I got offended by, who wasn't even talking to me or about me in any way, shape, or form. Sam, you're a down-to-earth wipe. No, you're clutching in there. You're clutching at straws there. If you're gonna do it, do better. I appreciate the effort. It's not good enough. Oh dear, why did I have to roll a Death Knight there? Slow as fuck. Too many puns. Welcome to Tanzar. This is, well, this was, on my old channel, a very regular occurrence. It's only taken a few months of this one for it to come back. And the punnage returning to normal. Inflicting stacks of... Oh. Yep. 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 You set me up. You got me.
The ritual has begun.
I guess you could say we're feeling a bit punty today. Oh dear. I find electricity jacks quite enlightening. Oh.
I sacrifice all that I am to serve you.
What have I started?
True devotion, land
What have we done?
Behold the rage
That I dispatched my interest. Keep them coming, guys. The TikTok is just writing itself. The TikTok is making itself here. Why? Why are you laughing? I mean, yes, that is the answer. I mean, we simply can't switch off. That's better. Oh, we got things. Lovely. That was Radiance, wasn't it? We are 12:15 on Radiance now. Lovely. Behemoth's next. I once knew a guy who swallowed a torch to improve his attitude. They're now a light-hearted guy. I don't want to laugh, but I can't help it. The humour is generating power. Jesus. I mean, to be fair, with how much I've been laughing, you probably could power a bathroom or something. I don't know. Could maybe power an extraction fan for a few seconds. Dated an electrician once. There was a real spark. Well, they must have been no younger than 23, because according to the guy in Tesco yesterday at 23, I assume he was 23, he had a little bit of a spark left. Bathroom power is with power. Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell. I mean, you're not wrong. A little bit of a spark left at 23. Screwed when he reaches his 30s. That's what I was saying. He was only, like, a couple of years younger than me? Must have been. Either that, or I want to know what his secret is. What is the secret to his eternal youth? His light would be dimmed by then. Do you remember I work for an energy company, so I have a home advantage? What about a business advantage? You know, for the business tariffs. And no. Okay. I tried. There we go, folks. I ruined it. I ruined it. You're welcome. EDF Samity. Oh dear. Oh dear. You aren't wrong, it's business energy, but not many bright sparks encountered. If I remember rightly, I need to kill one of these, don't I? And then it spawns the boss.
The magic source is nearby, but proceed carefully. Ajara will not have left it unguarded.
Okay, no, it has not spawned the boss. Alright, we're gonna kill one of these fuckers. There it is. We're doing these puns, and I'm sitting on a pedestal knowing that these puns are the only thing I'm taking away from what I learned in physics classes for our high school. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, my science teacher loved a good pun. Loved a good reference to things as well. I remember we were talking about... so I had some homework on Van de Graaff generators in year 11, and I will never... Blackwater Behemoth is done. He's done. He's finished. We got all 4 things we needed. Lovely. Annoyingly, it's one we can't skip. And I forgot to do the console thing at the top after Radiance as well, which is quite annoying. Right, sorry. Yeah, so I remember in year 11 we were doing some homework on Van de Graaff generators. Those ones that, you know, you can put your hands on, and it, like, buffs your hair up if you've got long hair. And the only thing that I could think of, so I didn't learn about Van de Graaff generators first at school. I learned about them through Mr. Bean. There's an episode of Mr. Bean where he goes to like a science fair and they have one of those Van de Graaff generators there. And that's what I remember it being from. Now, knowing that this science teacher loved a good obscure reference. I mean, I wouldn't say Mr. Bean is obscure, but knowing that he liked a good reference was enough for me to insert a photo of that episode and the woman putting her hand on the Van de Graaff generator into my homework, into my GCSE Year 11 additional science homework.
The sooner we do so, the better
I got an A on that homework.
Mad scheme.
Just saying. I got an A. And I got a B overall in science. In both. I did core and additional sciences. So I did my core science GCSE, which is like your standard science GCSE, in year 10. Got a B. Which, considering I started the year as an ungraded, was quite impressive. And I then got another B for additional sciences, which is pretty good. Failed English though. Still haven't passed it. To this day, I have a level 3 BTEC. I have an upper second class honours degree, but I do not have an English GCSE. Another quest.
How brave Ashvane is without a magical shield to protect
I do not have an English GCSE, but I have a degree, so that's all that fucking matters to me. So, yeah. My year 11 science teacher was great, though. He was a right laugh. He's the man that is responsible for my caffeine addiction. I had my first coffee in his class. It's his fault.
I merely wanted our guests to bear witness to your glorious ascension.
He's the man that's responsible for the way I am.
Not like this.
And my over-reliance on caffeine. Not over-reliance. Survival.
To be powerful, Priscilla.
It's survival.
Consider our bargain.
But yeah, he was a great teacher. Mr. O'Flaherty, his name was. He's not bad. But yeah. Oh, we got nothing. Crash bang. Absolutely nothing, but 4 of the same fucking thing. That machine is called a Van de Graaff. It's funnily enough the thing that's used to measure how many lorries are being used in the UK. I appreciate that pun. Degrees are better than GCSEs anyway. Don't see many people in NASA going, but I got an A in GCSE maths after a rocket they made those to launch. I mean, it's quite hard to find people in NASA that did GCSEs in the first place. But no, it's, yeah. I will be honest, they make such a big thing at school about making sure you have your GCSEs. And, you know, it's like, oh, it's you know, you got to have your GCSEs, and oh, you're not going to get anywhere in life without your GCSEs, and you know, you got to pass them all, otherwise, you know, one fail could ruin your life, and you end up working at McDonald's and all that stuff. Genuine things a teacher said to a student. She turned. Like, there's a whole other story there, but I'll go into that in a minute. But I'll finish what I'm saying first. And I failed English, and because that had been drawn into my head, I immediately thought the worst. I thought, fuck, my life is over. I'm screwed. I'm going to be taking foundation English all throughout the time I'm supposed to be doing college, because I knew I couldn't get onto my A-levels that I wanted to go into. Because I didn't get onto my A-levels, I was able to get onto BTEC for TV and film production. It was the only one of the subjects I wanted to do that was available to BTEC. So I signed up for the 2-year course with the sole intention of dropping out on the end of the first year and moving on to A-levels. So, because I was retaking my English GCSE, I failed my English again, so I had to do the second year. And I was just like, fine, it is what it is. So I just saw it through, and then I kind of knew I wanted to go to uni, so I carried on and did my English GCSE again, so I could get into uni. Anyway, summer rolls around, and I've applied for the university centre at the college. I haven't got my GCSE English results, but I've had my interview, and the course leader at the time said something that is very important to this story. So, the college and the uni are basically the same thing, they're just separate branches of it. And it was the only one that realistically I wanted to go to because I didn't want to travel for uni. And I knew the tutors, and I knew I'd be in good hands. So, I was doing it, and I brought a portfolio of all my work, and all that stuff. It was gorgeously presented. It had essays, it had clips of what I'd shot and what I'd edited, and there was a digital portfolio as well, which I sent across, which had everything, and they had copies of everything because it was the same institution. I go into the interview, and the course leader at the end says, and I was open and honest with him, and I said to him, look, I'm retaking my English GCSE. I don't know how I'm gonna do, but we won't know obviously until admissions happen, until like mid-August, and at that point I'm on holiday when the results were due to come out, so I'm not gonna know. And And he went, "Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it. We know you can write an essay. You've got triple distinctions on your on one of your essays and distinction double merits on other essays. It's not a problem. You know, you don't need your English GCSE to get in the course. Remember that." So I'm on holiday. I'm on a cruise. I'm on a 2-week cruise around the Mediterranean with my family. And my GCSE results get delivered to me via email because I'd requested them to be sent digitally. I have failed again. 1 mark. 1 mark off a C. I was fuming, right? So obviously this is sent across to the head of department for TV and film production at the university centre at the college, who immediately turns around and says, "Well, you failed your English GCSE, you haven't got a place on the course." So I was like, right, okay. And I was just like, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I've put so much effort into this. I was 1 mark away. This seems entirely unfair. You know what work I can do. Yada, 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 yada. I then get an email back saying, "Hi Sam, can we have a meeting once you're back from holiday?" In person from the head of department. So I was just like, yeah, sure, no worries. I haven't used my smoking gun yet. So I get back from holiday. The day after, I go in and I sit down with them, and he's basically explaining to me why he can't let me on the course. At which point, I remember what the course lead said to me in my interview. And I said, "Oh, but yada yada said that I don't need my English GCSE because you have records of triple distinction and distinction double merit essays." So he said to me that you don't need my English GCSE and I shouldn't worry if I fail. Now, you can very much tell that the head of department was fully expecting me to give in and not shoot a loaded gun, metaphorically, at him. So he is very caught off guard, and I am fucking loving it. I have locked on to the fact that he was caught off guard. And I knew I had the upper hand there. So
perhaps he was come, my loyal servants.
He obviously goes away and is talking to the course leader about this. It takes me, so I have some bits to do because the university was on the high street, so I've got some bits to do. So I go out and do my thing, and then when I get home, by the time I've got home, I've looked at my phone and I've spotted that I had an email from UCAS, which are the University Admissions Board, basically, for the UK. Rather than the universities handling it themselves, they would go through UCAS, saying that I had an unconditional offer to the university. So I had clearly won with that. And that's how I got onto my degree without an English GCSE. Do I recommend other people go through the faff that I went through? No, because it was very touch and go in places, and there was a very high chance that I wasn't going to get on the course. But I'm glad I did, because that is where I met Zim. We met, and if I hadn't fought my arse off to get onto that course, despite what had happened, I would not have met my boyfriend. So, you know, there's positives in it. And I also wouldn't have got a career in TV because I met the person that got me my first job on that course as well. So, you know. Let me have a catch up on chat. Yeah, like the moral isn't that you should just fail GCSEs, but instead showing that if you do fail them, that all your doors don't just shut down. You still hope to make a career out of it. Exactly. And I am living proof of that. I am living proof of that. That if you do fail GCSEs, you can still make a life and make a very good and successful life out of it. I have done that. I'm very happy with my life right now. I'm in the middle of buying a house. Well, about to start the process of buying a house in the next few months in this economy. Like, if I can do it, bearing in mind I've failed English 3 times, if I can do it, anyone can do it. You know? It's a big thing. It's... Okay. Doors do shut. Mostly academic doors shut. If you fail your GCSEs and you decide not to re-pursue them. But not every door shuts, and some open. Some open. Certainly did for me. Certainly, yeah, there's sorry. Fucking hell, I'm losing track. Lots of people in TV, music and films and other popular media, famous people failed school at some point. Some musicians never got private tutoring, yet still became a big name in music. Jeremy Clarkson is always a big one I point to about celebrities that don't have qualifications, because every GCSE and A-level results day he posts the same thing. And, okay, it does come from a place of arrogance, but he's not wrong. It is not the end of the world. If you fail a subject, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. You can make it work. You can still make the life you want to make. It might be a little bit harder because of the way our society is structured around these pointless exams, but it's not impossible to make a life out of it. Yeah, it's a perilous road, but should hopefully convey that whilst passing GCSEs and A-levels and other levels of education are beneficial, it's not the end of the world if you fail. Exactly. Sorry, the guild chat that you can't see because it's behind me at the moment is very distracting because I can see it moving, and what they're talking about is a very big in-joke in our guild. It's certainly easier this day and age with content creation, while easier and harder with the... Yeah, fair. I fight with the algorithm every single time I post, but it is what it is. Faith is freaking out at the moment because teachers have been playing the big Doom cards. Right. This leads me... hang on 1 second. No, it isn't. It's covered by my head. So this leads me on to my next thing that I was talking about earlier, right? I had this English teacher, right? And she was a awful woman. I had her for 1 year, which was my GCSE year. No, I had her for 2 years. Yeah, I had her for 2 years. And she was my GCSE English teacher. It sounds horrible, but I guarantee she's the reason I failed. Because she was awful. She was awful to people. Hang on. Sorry. I'm going to carry on this story in a second. Because... Queen's Court's done. Right. Yeah, so, she was an awful human, right? She was awful to everyone. She was strict as all hell, and she was universally hated throughout the school. Universally hated. Fucking hell. Now, I will never forget, one day, we had this big year band assembly, right? It was in the run-up to our GCSE exams starting. And there was all of us, and she was the head of English, so she was there because, you know, it was big and important for her. And it was her first year as the head of English of students taking exams. There was a lot riding on it. She had this one student that was talking the entire time. He did not really give a shit about school qualifications and all that stuff. He was the kind of person that was already resigned to the fact that he had a shit upbringing and he was never going to make an impact, right? Which is depressing to hear. That is the fate he resigned himself to. Anyway, he was just talking and messing about in the assembly and distracting others, and this teacher walked up to him in the middle of the assembly. She was talking, like she was making a point, and all of a sudden she just stopped, walked over to him, and went, "Can you stop talking?" And she was polite, professional, which was unlike her, which caught a lot of us off guard. And he just went, "No." And he went, "Oh, so you're just going to be rude the entire time whilst all these other people are trying to listen about all this advice we're giving them that is beneficial to them passing their exams." And he just went, "Yeah, I am." So she turned round and went, "Well, when you fail your exams, I want you to remember this one piece of sage advice I'm going to give you." This is direct quote, by the way. "This one piece of sage advice I'm going to give you. I don't like cheese on my burgers." When I tell you, the entire year group was stunned into silence. We had no idea where to look. No one laughed because of how fucked that comment was.
There is a presence here.
It was...
Tendrils strangling my mind.
The retort must have been seismic. It was. It was. The tectonic plates under the crust wish they had the impact that she had. She stunned a group of nearly 150 15 and 16-year-olds into silence. Do you know how categorically shitty of a person you have to be to make a comment that does that?
There's no time to warn the others. We must
It was...
now.
It was insane. It was insane, that comment. And don't get me wrong, like, me and her never got on. She'd never make a comment like that to me because I just kept my head down and did what I had to do to get the hell out of my class. But on the other side of that as well, I barely got any support from her. When I was struggling and I tried asking for help, I just got naffle from her. And I just didn't feel supported as a student by her, and I credit that as the reason I failed. Okay, it might not have been. That's what I'm telling myself. She's the reason I failed.
Ah, well, acceptable losses.
We're not going to talk about the other 2 times I failed. No idea what caused them, because I was very supported and I had a great teacher for those 2 years. But I think at that point I just kind of resigned to the fact that I was never going to get it.
Come, heroes. Prove
And
yourselves
I
worthy.
didn't really care
Find me
at that point.
in the circle of stars.
Worked out in the end, didn't it? I also can't believe that I'm 6 years removed from uni at this point. It's mad. It was bad enough when I got my 26 to 30 rail card the other month. That was depressing. Now knowing that I left uni nearly 6 years ago, we're actually coming up to the point where I left. And like I think it's like it might be around this week actually, which is quite
Stay
horrifying.
vigilant, champions. Azara conceals schemes within schemes. She wants something.
Phase teacher changes between year 10s and year 11. Sorry. Phase teacher changes between years 10 and 11 affected her grades, some positive, some not, but we'll know in August. Ultimately, I think, and obviously this is, like, feel free to tell me this is not my place, but as someone who's been through the current GCSE system and how it is now, because my year was the guinea pig year for the grade changing from letters to numbers and the new grade boundaries, which we got fucked by because they had the old grades but the new grade boundaries, and we got fucked by that. Ultimately, the key thing is the prep's important. The knowledge you have going into the exams is important, but you don't know what's coming up. And it is a complete surprise to even the teachers what's coming. So just do your best. Do what you know to the best of your ability. And it should be enough. That's the advice I'd give anyone doing GCSEs at the moment. Just, you can only do as much as you can do. You know, if you don't know something, or your topic on something is, your knowledge on a topic isn't 100%, as long as you've given it a good go, and you've tried your best, and you've done the best that you can do to the best of your ability, that's the important thing. That's the important thing. As long as you can come out of the exam hall going, yep, I did the best that I could with what I had and what we were given, then that's the important thing. That's how I try to feel about every exam. There was one that I didn't feel like that, which was my IT exam. I somehow got a B in it, but I also thought that I absolutely just fucked it when I came out of it. But no, it turned out I actually did quite well.
How can you win if you stand divided?
I just watched Talia Steele's show and also saved the cabbage issue monster, so I missed half of this anecdote. It'll be on TikTok, don't worry. The no cheese on burgers one will probably be on TikTok at some point in the next few days. I need to go through this stream. Come on, fish bitch, where are you? There she is. Hello, fish bitch.
From darkness, sirens come forth. Comes the power from these ancient dwarves. Rattle the chains that bind him.
Azara is drawing upon the heart of Azeroth, feeding its energies into her.
Dead. Is it going to try and skip the cutscene? Maybe. Right, did we get anything we're missing? No.
She wanted us to
We do not.
Fighting each other kept us distracted from the
That's
truth.
disappointing.
Azara wasn't the only one manipulating us. I should have seen it sooner.
Do not relax your guard. Something here.
No, wait,
is
hang on.
Stirring. Suramar stands.
Can you
with
take me out? You can.
Moonlight watch.
Also, you may not do well in an area of the subject, but you can still pursue that subject. Like, if you're no good at the nuclear side of physics, you can still do a career in physics. School tried its best. My god, it tries its best to give a soupcon of different areas and aspects of each subject to prepare you for different avenues. Then when you go to university to study one subject more in depth, and it's able to give you biggest of what could be different career paths in that subject. Jesus, I cannot read tonight. Yeah, no, spot on there. Absolutely spot on. It's interesting, right? When my sister was at school, she did film studies, and I had just started my degree at that point. What's this? Poison? Oh, I just got hit by something. Okay, don't touch that. So I was doing my degree at that point, and I went in to my sister's school for a parents' evening. I don't know why I was there. I was driving. That was it. I think my dad was away, and I was driving my mum there. Yeah, that makes sense. And I got talking to my sister's film studies teacher, who I knew. I didn't know her very well, because she was never my teacher, but we knew of each other. And in my last year, I was, and still am, friends with people that took film studies. So we knew each other through association, right? And she knew through my sister that I was doing TV and film at uni. Anyway, we were talking about the different bits that I was studying, and around that time I was looking at single camera dramas. We were looking at single camera dramas, we were looking at lighting techniques. There was this, you know, all these different things that we were looking at, and that was something that we were basically looking at for 40 hours a week, and those different things. She only had her students for 3 hours a week, and she had this entire curriculum to get through. And she was saying that a lot of the film making in film studies that used to be there when I was at school is gone. It's all theory now. She had all this camera equipment, basic, like camcorders, like point and shoots and stuff. She had all of these. She couldn't use them. She couldn't use them because it wasn't in the curriculum anymore. Because they were just shoving theory down their throats, making them watch films and analysing them, which is an awful way to learn film, by the way. By just watching films and analysing them and, you know, shoving theory down. It's an awful way of learning films. The best way to learn how to make films is to make fucking films. You know, the theory side of it comes naturally, and it's stuff that you can read about and further reading, and you can there'll be some instruction on it from your tutors. But it's all well and good going, oh well, this camera shot represented this kind of thing, and it's like, well, it's all well and good knowing why they did the camera shot. How the fuck do we do it? You know, how do we actually do this? How do we make something out of this camera shot? You know, practically, what am I supposed to do? Hello, this is a thing. Right, we need to do something with these. There we go. We can actually do this quest now. So yeah, it's... School is not... this is going to sound really controversial and really, like... I don't know, like, kind of... The way the school system works doesn't work. It doesn't work. But it's the only way it could work. I can't think of a better way, and I don't think there is anything else that could be done. fix it. In all honesty. You know, unless you increase the amount of hours in the day and the amount of periods, I don't think you can get more time to increase the curriculum in practical subjects like film studies, media studies, IT, and drama, performing arts, art, music. You know, there's all these different subjects that need more instruction time to actually give the students the education that they deserve when they're studying these subjects, but they don't physically have the time because they've got all this other shit to throw in as well. And don't get me wrong, like, the other subjects they're doing, the core subjects, so English, maths, science, obviously incredibly important to actually understand how the hell the world works. Depending on the school, history is if you're forced to take history, then that's obviously important because you need to understand how we got to where we are today. Religious education is obviously important as well to become understanding of the different faiths and everything, and the worldview of multiple people, not just your own, because that's how you become small-minded and or a reform voter. And stuff, so that obviously that's important and stuff, but it just leads to less time. The way I would do it personally, GCSE start at year 10, not year 9. You don't pick 3 subjects, you pick 2, and you drop the requirement down from having 5 GCSEs to 4. So your 3 cores, English, maths and science, and then one of your options, not both. Because what that does is you haven't got that 3rd GCSE. So it potentially extends, again, there's probably some logistics in this that means I'm wrong, but it potentially extends the amount of available tutoring slots within those subjects, which means you're able to either do double lessons in them or actually have the time to increase lesson times or increase the amount of sessions you have in a week with them.
Brave of you to join
That's my
our
2
cause.
cents.
Farewell, traveler.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. I could be wrong. Right. Let's do... I'm not going to do Nihilitha today. I feel like we should do Nihilitha on Friday. And let's just try and get these dailies done. Who do I want to go with? Let's go with Ori.
Change is inevitable. Though she wielded
Right.
magic,
Come back. What you're saying is I had the fortunate side of being Scottish, thusly knowing nothing on how the English curriculum works, but I'm sure you're saying words right. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, I had a good time at school. I didn't have... Well, primary school was good. Secondary school started off rough, but got a lot better. I'd say year 3 to year 8 I didn't really enjoy. Because year 3 to year 6 I was very heavily bullied. And bless, the school did try. They really tried to root out the problem, but those kids just weren't giving up. And I don't know what I did. That's the thing. I don't know what I did because I was very heads down. I think I was. And then year 7 and 8, I just couldn't really find my people. And then I did. I had people. I had Callum, who one of my mods, in year 7. I had a few other friends as well, but I kind of moved around. I friend hopped quite often, with the consistence being Callum and the other 2. But I kind of moved around the different groups until I eventually settled on the group I found, and stuck with them. And then for the rest of it, it was great. It was great. Had a great time. And then I went to college, and an even better time. Went to uni, and an even better time. Life was good.
Commander Sargeth has earned a
right, we've got dailies as well that I need to get rid of. I think my issue with school education, at least in Scotland where I'm from, is that it feels like the curriculum progressively adapted to facilitate students transitioning into further and higher education. But now we're seeing a complete lack of opportunity for graduates, as well as a shrinkage in the number of available places on courses for a lot of degree programs. Yes, same thing down here. Same thing down here, and especially in London. The one place everyone moves to when they graduate for opportunities, and it is fucking impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Peruse what the currents have brought me. I offer what I
It is
can.
borderline impossible
We have reached an accord.
to find decent work that pays a wage that you can actually
I've the finest wares in the
live
land.
on in London when you've just graduated. I got lucky with my career, but I'm also a freelancer, so
How fares the battle?
you know, you win some, you lose some. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird situ to be in. Living in the city. So, if I'm right in thinking, there are 2 daily quests that pop up. One of them was the bounty that just popped up, and the other one seems to be this one over here, which we're going to go get, and then we're going to go blast through these. Although one of them is kill a rare, so I kind of got to wait for Rare Scanner to do its thing.
Ajara's minions intend to force these creatures into servitude. Stop them.
Where's this Murloc dude?
The elements have shown me
I think he's
visions
down
of your
here.
alliance, champion. There is great courage
I think he's down
and
here.
heroism among your clan.
I would just text Shifu, and I'm only missing 1 pet for the BFA family. Oh my god, I haven't even started that yet. I know. Do you know? I spotted that the other day when I was running something. When I logged on to Magicino to sort something out, just something very like minuscule. I think it was bags, and I spotted in the Tiragard sound section the family battlers, and I was like, oh my god. I didn't even realise that
The elements
was a
have never
thing.
spoken of a Murgle Urgle. This should prove interesting.
So yeah, it's definitely something, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll work on it. We'll work on it at some point. We're gonna have to do pet battles at some point. So, 'tis what it is. Drop the thing? No. Oh crap. For any of you wondering what that look was for, I said crabs. There are people from the guild watching. There is a running joke involving me and crabs in the guild. No, I will not elaborate.
How may I assist you?
Can you fucking drop this thing, please? Thank you. And we got another box. We got another box, which means I need to make another key at some point. Which is fair enough. On the bright side, I can hand this in. And I can see... Oh, these are daily. Right. These are daily. It's fine. It's fine. We can do these. Just each day as we come on, this will just kind of be part of our daily routine. How much of a rank does that give me?
I live to serve the elements.
He needs 300. Okay. You don't give me it. You do. And you don't. So is there like a third quest I'm missing? Or is it... Ah, there it is. Found it. Fucking found it. I knew it'd be hiding somewhere. I always thought there was 3 that you could do. I always thought there was 3. But I also thought I was going mad. It has been a little while since I've actually had to do this properly.
My subjects seek to earn my favor by collecting your hand. Who am I to refuse their loyalty?
There you go. Oh, sorry, I'm just adjusting. I just realised it's getting later, so I'm talking quieter, so I'm just moving the mic.
Until she rules both land and sea. Her conquest
Where are the guys? Oh, in there.
And now.
I remember this quest. This was always one I quite like to see. Easy. Oh, we got a thing. Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, you had to time it though, that was it. I remember. Otherwise you get fucking yeeted back half a mile. Counted though. For the combat allies, yes, 3, always lovely. I think they're daily as well. Please, for the love of God, let them be daily. And that means we can have him at rank 3 by Friday. I can just carry on with the fucking campaign.
We must all do our part.
Lovely, he's rank 2. And then the last one for him today is Sarjeth. Also not seeing any rares, which is concerning. Oh, hello. What's this?
The Waveblade risk everything by remaining in Nazjatar.
Oh, this is the chum.
Trust in the elements to keep us safe, or to grant us a swift death.
No, can you come here?
Your
Come within whacking range.
near.
A few drops can increase our XP, shortening the grind a little bit. Okay. That would be nice. Try and find them at some point.
The elements stand with us.
Shimmering eel skin to an ancient relic spender. Oh, at Mesomir, right. Right, hang on, sorry. I'm getting distracted. Let's do this one because we're right on top of him.
Someone has to put a stop to those Naga. And right now, that someone is you.
Yeah, we'll do all these world quests later. That looks like a rare that's popped up. Potentially.
My clan seeks vengeance for our fallen leader, but I have also been summoned here to Mutilon's bidding.
Where is the monstrosity? Is it this thing? Ah, it's this thing. Hello.
Enjoy your respite, heroes. It will not last long.
Didn't count as a rare though. I mean, but you're a tailor because of one bag. Yeah, that fucking wise idea. I should have done that. Oh, a rare, a rare, a rare, a rare, a rare, 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 dead. Did it. Whatever my next tune is, it's taking fucking tailoring. It's taking tailoring, the next one. Which is fine, that would be one of my hoardies. That does it next. You know, I've got a shitload of cloth to give him anyway. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's very doable. And won't be long, once we've done 8.3, we'll then start looking at the next step of the campaign.
You need something? What can I do for you?
What do you mean?
Never lose hope, my friend.
He has another bounty for me. No, you can...
For the life. My clan will prevail in the end.
Speaker's gift. Speaker's suggestion to request your presence in Miller's.
Waters guide you.
Okay, well they didn't really affect Ori that much, so I'm not really going to worry about these bounty quests today. Oh, hello. Oh, you're the ancient relic hunter.
Have much to offer.
The ally. Okay.
Leave nothing behind.
Got something for that. Prismatic mana pearls.
My wares. Browse at your leisure.
Oh, bloody hell!
Examine my wares.
I've got so much.
Browse at your leisure.
Oh, is it their emissary today as well? Okay. National Chart Survival Pack. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, I got a benefit girdle. And Vim's Scale Crusher Girdle, already got it. Okay. Right. I think I'm going to go back to Boralis, scrap everything, unlock this lockbox and see if we get anything new from it. And then I think it might be time to start wrapping up for the day. Because it's getting late and I'm in the office tomorrow. And I got a fair bit to do because it's the last day my manager's in. So I want to make sure I've got everything done that I need him for. So I can then just focus on making sure my runner has something to do on Friday when she comes back. I think that's bugging out a bit. Okay, never mind, it fixed itself. It's not really a big upgrade. I can live without that. I can live with that. Oh, I never knew you were part of a British... you mean a regular office. Surprise. Bet you didn't know. No. God, this is anything like David Brent's office, this one. It functions. No, I love the company I work for at the moment. They're so lovely, and I'm glad I'm sticking around a bit longer than I initially was supposed to. I got extended a few times. So, yeah, it's great to be... It's great to still be there. Did I not get any monolite for that? At all. I got nothing. No, what the hell was I carrying? Oh, it's because it's all Eternal Palace. It's all a Semonite. Osmanite, sorry. I was getting... Shit. That's a bit sure.
Knowledge is the best currency. But I do take gold and interesting trade.
Do I have enough monolite to make a key? You say I do. Yeah, I've got enough to make 12. That's fine. I'm just going to make one. Unlock the box. Alright. Barnacled lockbox. Be good to me. Oh my god, it was very good to me. We got 2 things. He's got 2 things. Fucking mint. What did I just... Cuffs, right, so they go... They're actually... Oh no, actually no, they're cloth. I was about to say, oh, they're a higher item level. But no, they're cloth. Nice! We are so close to 33%. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Right there. We're close. Very, very close. But with any luck, that will be what we get on Friday. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Stick around. We are sending you to Shax, my absolute favorite streamer at the moment, who is also doing a very similar challenge to me. He is the OG. He's the original. He's the one that started expansion locking. So we're going to go over to him. We're going to go give Shax some love. If you are with me on Twitch. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you on Friday at 7:30 PM UK time. And in the meantime, whatever it is you're doing, however it is you plan on doing it, I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. The raid has started. Please come through. Please come with me. I'll be in Shax's chat for a little bit. And I will see you there. Goodbye. Goodbye.